something, and I wasn't going to include councillors' names, but I'm afraid now I am. What a tumultuous and totally depressing week it's been. Depressing, yes, despite the overwhelming support for a skate park. And just in case any of you councillors think there wasn't overwhelming support, and you clearly didn't by the shaking of heads, it was 1,276 more votes than put Councillor Cameron in his seat at the table. It was more votes, in fact, than put 12 of you seated at the table, including Councillor Pasley and Councillor Royns, who've been so opposed to this project. You might be interested to know, however, a well done to Councillor Cottrell and Councillor Cruz for being more popular than Wheels Park.
That's good to know, Mrs. Brown.
I thought you'd like that. The ladies noticed as well. For further information, it was over 1,000 votes more than was required to put our esteemed leader of North Somerset Council back in his leadership role. Although I think everyone in this room would be questioning that ability these days as a leader. But as I say, it is nonetheless a depressing time. And it's been depressing because £15,000 has been spent on an unnecessary parish poll. Unnecessary because the pleas of Portishead youth have been ignored for the past 10 years. Had they been listened to back then, that £15,000 would probably actually have been sufficient to build a wheels park. So why have I stood up this evening to state the obvious? Well, because this town council and this district council, as I think other people would appreciate here this evening, you're no longer working for us. You don't listen to your residents. We have proof that some of you are actually working against the wishes of your constituents. And at that table and in the chamber in North Somerset, you know, you might have been used to a fairly comfy lifestyle and a fairly easy role, but those days have gone, councillors. Social media has put pay to that. We know what's going on, we share what's going on, and we've had enough. It's time for change, and it's time for action, and it's time to put Portishead first. If you aren't the people to do precisely that because you're not strong enough or you're not willing enough to ignore party politics, then quite frankly you should step aside.
Yeah.
And one final plea. I firmly believe, and I think there'll be other people here, that Portishead Town Council should demand that Nigel Ashton, as leader of North Somerset, attends a meeting, a Portishead Town Council meeting. He has not been in this room at a Town Council meeting or a town meeting since he was elected in 2015. And there are so many questions that Portishead residents have to ask of him in terms of his decision making. And I think it's time we got answers to things that we've been asking of you. And I think he should come as well and explain to us. Sorry.